Ati from Akroma the Likee Tv Be send them by channel so hit out do subscribe or like it. Shama one pense me be ati sunya binche jemre ne da jemungra sinu ne den sme tregono yemfa emo ensem enyina emremo na ye boroma ati phone ye boromo ewo disi akati yura John Domani Mahama akache na nsa benefit ho ba seed emse papa no ni dia etwagu ni trend a all trend de ano eden amese ne nkra nyina ebaje ne so DM na tin say coming 7 December ativo abato no ebeye butu between NDC and MPP was enye easy because ohwe ni dwumadie ni niema ese no omo implement a omo probo emo nenam na omo edi tudwa na ano eya yeden na ye mongram na yente instama and this communicators no so dia babantie ba de ka ho no ye de munsem enyina ebebremo
you say eh sisi ade enti makache this time they are out ahwe bani min kola no we do film say eh JM daddy we support you say una muntu munya 18 na mbe support ya to abama enti every children support GM wow say GM ekasa na utia you will see honesty, integrity, truth. Now sa bill you say SHS bill, I don't even know a damn 2 bill no. Some say a war omo cabinet. Now adia a war constitution mudada. Bill ben bium na muhia say mode ko cabinet asisa emra ben bium na muhia bium. It's all about what? Propaganda. Number 2, as you see there, 6 years basics from no, you see, Moga Mintia Dena CEO. Almost see basics for almost BC bium. BC Etrona JHS. A binomuso say SHS na 3 years no. Almost year 6 years. And me as no kika grano. I just don't even understand. In any case, say education, adwendwen and a person ye far. I was say a 2 year book. Yen hwe niam ni mu se na ebetimi anamo ye beto a ebeboa yen as a country. Enye se obi a what na ho odwen se education yen nya ni say na wa sorry president me pese yen nya ni say na ya yen ni sa. It doesn't make sense. Sana ebinu erashi ye yenye SHS 4 years ya kwaya ya saba the same 3 years anyway. Free SHS
4 years in infrastructure be no more provided.
No na me baba kan wasem free SHS President Mills buy no see Debbie basic schools no yenhwe ho from there na akọ secondary
problem
and schools under trees. Yeah, schools under trees no. You see there's a saying that you don't disturb the undisturbed. MPP came to disturb our educational system and it's creating problem for them and they can't solve the problem. Hey, schools under trees. At a Newz by us, yen share same fee. Ye use schools under trees in the area. Now, Nyankupon Efani Kesi Okoye and Mahama say we have done enough for schools under trees. SHS, let's build 200 community senior secondary schools. Yeah. Then we can roll on the free compulsory universal basic education F-cube now. Our constitution progressing to SHS. Akufo-Addo no buy free SHS. Obiabako school free. In any case, free SHS and asset nobody pays tuition. Nya yetuani boarding fees ni sanyama no. But sanyama no so one planning who year. Now who sorry you just get up one time now we are it will create problems for you and no na problem aba obi beka say aji go a MPP for no omo ye ya se so omo ye omo ko double track triple track red go green omo ye ya antimi amfa se say omo say they are coming to change the curriculum edube bin so omo dream the proper use
provided textbooks
omo dream proper education usum na napo na I now see or baba eva person or advice no or the tunu the shishem yam penisu no se say the be basa ama you see another whiskey in education. A friend is saying, Chum, the current education minister, Edu Chum. Also by also wow. So the issue is that if you cannot spell it, what means spell mentro?
Very well. Live on TV as well as at also on Power 97.9 FM. After your main issues also and Accra High Court a criminal division or mutumi echo asset na court no cross examination e course so ewo Japa ya toto na no ogina ndaka me toto na no opie ya onu so ato 2 bidi amane attorney general Godfrey Dame yentie Japa, a businessman in the ambulance trial.
By the evidence adduced in court and the explanations I gave to the court, you realize that they were confused and they didn't know which next question to even ask. And they were having difficulty even adding mathematical figures together. It was all demonstrated as a clear sign of ineptitude and incompetence on the part of the Attorney General in presenting this case to the court. And the evidence they brought. In fact, the evidence they brought were evidence that were very, very irrelevant. I say so because they brought evidence of years prior to 2016. And Honorable Alessebefia, the last minister of the NDC government, had dealt with all the implementation hiccups of this ambulance problem issue. In fact, he has sent a team to Dubai to go and negotiate all the implementation problems that were occasioned right from 2012 to 2016 before he left office. In fact, the team that led the delegation for the dispute resolution, which is grounded in the contract, was led by Honorable Professor Ahmed Zakaria, the CEO of the National Ambulance Service. And they came out with an addendum. An addendum.
Very well. Now I come on essentially for after the cross examination will be I'm sure say free a year Kofi Abusu penny one afi lawyer Ori Brown no akoye mranin fu eni wode mawie ewo ho Kofi well lawyer sha say mami say ja we legal matters into we na Kofi ono so appropriate mami we communicator when lawyer to lawyer we dey ma offer to you
o me kan piba mo ga wo say asem court say ayana yeah careful
contempt
but wow, I'm also glad say Mati say you see the judge release someone to say they will stream in a live among for Asher. Now cross examination obi di nasem na no masem akoto court. Now lawyer na wo the other side no we be sanin some efa asem na why there or akoto court in him. Now me share Jakpa say na see answer questions ni me it shows say he knows his stuff. And some of the time, he even intends to maybe, I don't know whether to use the word school.
For find some way and to draw a kakra na say Yankopon Yadoma abatwe e basu gidi na monitua say as some come when you pon Yankopon paye near sre ma of my Ghana say asumdwe dear for emra of my Ghana mu say about 20 nkwawie na asumdwe enyo my Ghana dear na Messi 2020 for ne BC da ebi mu fa mu hwero mo nkwade. Yes, let's say a bit insensi 7 December. Come home na ya masu dwe ho.
Or maybe to educate the Attorney General about the contract anyway. So sometimes it baffles me personally. This is what I see. Baffles me. Hey, it would be a court, and you must adduce evidence to pin the person. But Sanipana who adduce evidence to pin the person, or no more is educating you. on the issues. If Sabio it surprises me. Akwese Muga make I say na a debate, and I was part of the debaters. Now you ever share debate na say no. One of the panelists, knowing who I was, he rather came to me to ask in the debate, how do we grade the people? You coming to the debater asking him how he should go about what grading the people. You see, Japan normally will not talk after court, but I believe he's now learning from the Attorney General's perspective and see what he's saying. And so for me, I'll say that yes, Japan is doing what he must do as a defendant in this particular case to make sure, an alleged he is being prosecuted, so a defendant, yes, to make sure, he's exonerated, and that is what he's doing. And with the few things I've heard, I think that he is doing his work well for himself. You see, I must say that if I were the Attorney General, if this trial is not political, I would have discontinued this particular case, because all Niamana Abu Bobaye Jakpase say, Usi say, and you have never denied, say, you have spoken to Jakpa, trying to get him on your side. You have not made that denial, except to say, there was some meeting at Jakpa's cousin's house. Meanwhile, the so-called recording of Jakpa Ekanwasamno was not a recording done in the house. It was something different from the conversation, and we all listened to it. You did not come to debunk that categorically. We hear people coming to try to put spin to the whole thing. Me, if I were the AG, I would discontinue the trial of these people. One of the issues we heard, and they say, are to force in there, so that they can take over his seat. How do you do that? Fanti for them, we are cheap. We will use money. We've heard all these things, and I don't want to believe that these were concocted stories, because the circumstantial happenings, evidence na account. Who can yama boomwa? Me say, San Yamana, Japani, Yinumukikano, Mukre, because of what circumstances now surrounding San Yamei. And so, Mugame, I don't want to talk much about this because the issue is in court. But if I were the Attorney General, I either resign or discontinue this issue. There are more critical issues you are not prosecuting. Ambulance issue, in any case, Ministry of Finance was not those importing ambulances. It has to do with what? Ministry of Ghana, Ministry of Health. You are not prosecuting those people. I am an approval. So his boss said that I have asked the guy to make the payment on my behalf to use my seal. So if there is something, why are you not prosecuting the person who the agent and not prosecuting the principal? And say we should send them now. And we must be very, very careful, because if we continue like this, and this in Superbano, you see, let's not forget, if MPP sets the standards and NDC comes and NDC follows the same standards, Ghanaians should not complain. Now, some Krofona Muwa, they are quiet. Gifty Afeni does no. Those days, Bible quotation, I can say, Jeremiah something, Isaiah something. Let's save the nation. The wickedness cannot triumph. Let's save the nation from wicked forces. All this, they have stopped praying. Where are they today? Omayama Christosum, they've made it such that people do not want to be Christians anymore because of the way they handled issues in the past.
Very well.
And it shouldn't be so. We must stop this hypocrisy. No, you see, I don't know whether Bakubi Amiti and they are to appoint some justices to the Supreme Court.
We'll go there. We'll get to that.
There's no money to make payments. But we appoint, you see, I am not against I want to say, yeah, but I am not against appointment of people to the Supreme Court. But if we are doing those things, we must be careful and look at the circumstances.
Very, breaking news about African countries in Ghana and I retain in the position.
Number one, then highly borrowed. Says I we are in super hippic.
Very well.
Highly, let me see, highly indebted, poor countries. Super HHPIC, hippic.
Kobe.
Things are not right in this nation. I'm praying against Kenya experience. I'm praying against that.
You know, all of us are praying against that because the table will turn just about within, let's say, 5 months.
5 months.
Just 5 months. Because December, only 7 days in December. So 5 months, and on the 2nd. So we have only 5 months. And she, you know, Monsieur Trayope.
7 years.
Yes, 7.5 years. Into 5 months in our Canada. Yes. 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 So, no, all kind of Francis Poku, a kind of Galamsey menace, hardship, injustice in the system, corruption. These are the things I won't say. Yabape, there's for mine be a year. So what I say, no man be out for the knee and see say, maybe your mind a corner. Son say you.
I think for the master some of the border Likee TV comment section notification bonus as a click social drop latest be on soon Sabe can be Akroma.